Hello everyone, welcome again. In this video, I am going to discuss important questions for inverse Z transform using partial fraction method. So, our example is find the inverse Z transform of u bar z equal to 1 upon z minus 3 into z minus 2. For the reason of convergence, first mod z is less than 2, second 2 is less than mod z which is less than 3, and third mod z is greater than 3. So we have to find inverse z transform of u bar z which is 1 upon z minus 3 into z minus 2 for three different reasons of convergence. So given u bar z is 1 upon z minus 3 into z minus 2. First we apply the partial fraction technique on u bar z. So we have 1 upon z minus 3 into z minus 2. The partial fraction of 1 upon z minus 3 into z minus 2 is a upon z minus 3 plus b upon z minus 2. Now here we take LCM z minus 3 into z minus 2. Then we have a into z minus 2 plus b into z minus 3. And z LCM is cancelled both sides. So we get 1 equal to a into z minus 2 plus b into z minus 3. So after taking LCM and simplify this expression, we get this. Now for z equal to 3, this expression is 0, and here we get z equal to 3, then 3 minus 2 is 1. So we get a equal to 1. Now for z equal to 2, so here for z equal to 3, we get this term is 0, and here we get a equal to 1. For z equal to 2, this term is 0, and here we put z equal to 2, then we get 1 equal to 2 minus 3 minus 1, so 1 equal to minus b, and which gives b equal to minus 1. So we find the value of a and b, and therefore the partial fraction of u bar z, we write u bar z equal to a, the value of a is 1, so we have 1 upon z minus 3, plus b is minus 1, so we write minus 1 upon z minus 2. So this is the partial fraction of u bar z. Now we find inverse z transform of u bar z for different reason of convergence. So case first is when mod z is less than 2. This is the first reason of convergence we are given. Now u bar z is what? 1 upon z minus 3 minus 1 upon z minus 2. And since reason of convergence is mod z is less than 2, then we get z by 2. Mod z by 2 is less than 1. And further, mod z is less than 2. And as we know, 2 is less than 3. And this implies mod z is less than 3. And which gives z by 3 mod. Z by 3 mod is less than 1. So we expand this expression in terms of z by 3 because mod z is less than mod z by 3 is less than 1, and we expand this expression in terms of z by 2 because mod z is less than 1. So the region of convergence suggests that we have to expand this expression in terms of z by 3, and we have to expand this expression in terms of z by 2. Therefore, we write u bar z is 1 upon z minus 3 minus 1 upon z minus 2. So here to express z by 3, this expression in terms of z by 3, we take minus 3 common. Then in place of minus 3 we have 1, and here we get minus z by 3. So after taking minus 3 common from denominator, we get 1 minus z by 3. So we express this expression in terms of z by 3 minus, here we have to express this expression in terms of z by 2. So we take minus 2 common. So after taking minus 2 common from the denominator, we get here 1 minus z by 2. So this is how we express these expression in terms of z by 2 and z by 3 as required for the reason of convergence. Now we write this bracket in the numerator as minus 1 upon 3 as it is, into here we get 1 minus z by 3 whole inverse, negative negative plus 1 by 2. This expression goes in the numerator and we get 1 minus z by 2 whole inverse. Now we expand these two expression 1 minus x inverse using binomial expansion method. Then we get minus 1 by 3 as it is, 1 minus x whole inverse. By using binomial theorem we get 1 plus z by 3 plus z by 3 whole square plus z by 3 whole cube and so on. Plus 1 by 2. Here we expand 1 minus x whole inverse by binomial expansion theorem. Then we get 1 plus z by 2 plus z by 2 square plus z by 2 cube and so on. So these are the expansion of these two expressions using binomial theorem. Now we are trying to express these expressions in form of summation. Then we get minus 1 by 3 as it is, summation. Now this is z by 3 whole power 0, this is z by 3 whole power 1, this is z by 3 whole power square, this is z by 3 whole power cube and so on. Therefore we can express this series as summation n goes from 0 to infinite z by 3 whole power n. For n equal to 0 we get 1, for n equal to 1 we get z by 3, for n equal to 2 we get z by 3 whole square and so on. Similarly, here this series can be expressed as 1 by 2 summation n goes from 0 to infinite z by 2 whole power n. For n equal to 0 we get 1, for n equal to 1 we get z by 2, for n equal to 2 we get z by 2 whole square and so on. So this is how we express the given series in form of summation. Further, this is z power n, this is z power n, and summation is same from 0 to infinite. Now here 3 power n multiplied by 3 we get 3 power n plus 1. Here 2 power n multiplied by 2, so we get 2 power n plus 1. So we express this expression as in single summation n goes from 0 to infinite, the z power n is common, and here we have minus 1 upon 3 power n plus 1 plus here we get 1 upon 2 power n plus 1. Now as we know, the un inverse z transform of u bar z, un is the coefficient of z power minus n, and here we have z power plus n. So we replace n by minus n, then we get these all positive 0 to infinite become 0 to negative infinite because n is replaced by minus n, and here we replace n by minus n, then we get u bar z equal to summation. Now n replaced by minus n, then 0 to infinite becomes 0 to negative infinite, so all positive summation goes in the negative direction, minus 1 upon n replaced by minus n, then we get 3 power minus n plus 1 plus 1 upon n replaced by minus n, we get 2 power minus n plus 1 into z power minus n. Now as we know, z transform of un is u bar z, and which is summation un into z power minus n. So un is what? Un is which is the inverse z transform of u bar z, and which is coefficient of z power minus n. So here coefficient of z power minus n is un, hence un equal to, here we write this in the numerator, then we get 2 power n minus 1, negative in numerator we get 3 power n minus 1. So this is the required un, and n varying from 0 to negative infinite, therefore n is less than equal to 1. So this is the required inverse z transform of u bar z for the region of convergence mod z is less than 2. Now we find inverse Z transform for the second reason of convergence, which is when 2 is less than mod Z is less than 3. Then given u bar Z is what? 1 upon Z minus 3 minus 1 upon Z minus 2. Now the reason of convergence suggests that 2 is less than mod Z, which implies 2 by Z. Mod 2 by Z is less than 1. Therefore, this expression we expand in terms of 2 by Z. Further, mod Z is less than 3. Mod Z is less than 3, which implies Z by 3 mod is less than 1. And therefore, we expand this expression in terms of Z by 3. So, region of convergence suggests that we have to expand this expression in terms of 2 by Z and this expression in terms of Z by 3. Therefore, we write u bar Z. So, for Z by 3, we take minus 3 common. Then we get 1 minus Z by 3. And minus here for 2 by Z, we take Z common from denominator. Then we get 1 upon Z common. Then 1 minus 2 by Z. So, we express these two expressions in terms of Z by 3 and 2 by Z. Now, in numerator, we get minus 1 by 3 constant as it is. Here, in numerator, we get 1 minus Z by 3 whole inverse. Minus here 1 upon Z as it is, and in numerator this bracket gives 1 minus 2 by Z whole inverse. Now expand these two terms using binomial expansion, 1 minus x whole inverse, 1 minus x whole inverse. So we get, by using binomial theorem, 1 minus 1 by 3 as it is. Then we have 1 plus Z by 3 plus Z by 3 whole square. Here we get minus 1 upon Z as it is. Then binomial expansion of 1 minus 2 by Z whole inverse gives 1 plus 2 by Z plus 2 by Z whole square plus 2 by Z whole cube and so on. So these are the expansion of these two expressions using binomial theorem, 1 minus x whole inverse. Now we try to express these two in form of summation. So this is what? Z by 3 whole power 0. This is Z by 3 whole power 1. This is Z by 3 whole square and so on. So we write minus 1 by 3 constant as it is. Summation n goes from 0 to infinite Z by 3 whole power n. So for n equal to 0 we get 1. For n equal to 1 we get Z by 3. For n equal to 2 we get Z by 2 whole square plus so on. And similarly this expression is minus 1 upon Z as it is. We write summation n goes from 0 to infinite 2 by Z whole power n. For n equal to 0 we get 1. For n equal to 1 we get 2 by Z. Plus for n equal to 2 we get 2 by Z whole square and so on. So here we have Z power n and 3 power n. So 3 power n into 3. In denominator we get 3 power n plus 1. And here we get 2 power n upon Z power n. So in denominator Z power n into Z, we get Z power n plus 1. So this expression we write negative as it is outside. Summation n goes from 0 to infinite. Here Z power n upon 3 power n plus 1 minus summation n goes from 0 to infinite 2 power n upon Z power n plus 1. So we get summation negative, summation n goes from 0 to infinite. We write this term in the numerator, then we get 3 power minus n minus 1 in numerator and into Z power n minus summation n goes from 0 to infinite. This is 2 power n, and in numerator this term goes in the numerator and we get Z power minus n minus 1. Now as we know, un is what? Un is the coefficient of Z power minus n. So in first summation, here we have z power n, so we replace n by minus n. And here we have z power minus n minus 1. So minus n minus 1 we replace by minus n. Then in first summation, replace n by minus n. And in second summation, we replace minus n minus 1 by minus n dash, say. Then we get u bar z is equal to negative summation, as n is replaced by minus n, so 0 to infinite becomes 0 to negative infinite. 3 power n replaced by minus n, so we get plus n minus 1. And here n replaced by minus n, we get z power minus n. Minus summation, here n is what? N dash minus 1. These two are equal, then value of n is n dash minus 1, and the value of minus n minus 1 is minus n dash. Now n is 0, give n dash is minus n dash is minus 1. These two are equal, then for n equal to 0 we get minus n dash is minus 1, so n dash is 1. And for n equal to infinite, we get minus n dash is minus infinite, so negative negative cancel, we get n dash is infinite. So here in second summation we replace minus n dash by minus n minus 1, so we get this expression. Now we write u bar z is equal to n goes from 0 to negative infinite minus 3 whole power n minus 1 into z power minus n. And here positive plus, we write this negative sign with 2, then we have n from 1 to infinite, then we have minus 2 power n minus 1 into z power minus n. Here n dash we write n. Now the coefficient of z power minus n, the coefficient of z power minus n is un. So this is un for n less than equal to 0, because 0 to negative infinite, and this is your un for n greater than equal to 1, that is from 1 to infinite. So we get un equal to minus 2 power n minus 1 for n greater than equal to 1, and minus 3 power n minus 1 for n less than equal to 0. So this is the required inverse Z transform of u bar z for region of convergence 2 is less than mod z is less than 3. Now we take third case when mod z is greater than 3. So given u bar z is 1 upon z minus 3 minus 1 upon z minus 2, and the region of convergence mod z greater than 3 implies 3 by z mod is less than 1, and since mod z is greater than 3 and 3 is greater than 2, so ultimately mod z is greater than 2, and which gives 2 by z mod is less than 1. So we have to expand this expression in terms of 3 by z and this expression in terms of 2 by z. So we write u bar z is 1 upon, here we take z common in denominator, then we get 1 minus 3 by z, minus here we take z common from denominator, then we get 1 upon z into 1 minus 2 by z, as 2 by z is less than 1. Now similar process in numerator we get inverse power, so we get 1 upon z into 1 minus 3 by z whole inverse minus 1 upon z into 1 minus 2 by z whole inverse. Expand these two using binomial expansion theorem, 1 minus x whole inverse, we get 1 by z into 1 plus 3 by z plus 3 by z square plus 3 by z whole cube and so on, minus 1 upon z, here the expansion is 1 plus 2 by z plus 2 by z whole square and so on. In form of summation, as usual we write 1 upon z as it is, summation n goes from 0 to infinite, 3 by z whole power n. For n equal to 0 we get 1, for n equal to 1 we get 3 by z, for n equal to 2 we get 3 by z square, and here minus 1 upon z into summation n goes from 0 to infinite, 2 by z whole power n. For n equal to 0 we get 1, for n equal to 1 we get 2 by z, for n equal to 2 we get 2 by z square, and so on. So we express in form of summation, and further we write in single summation because both summations are same. So n goes from 0 to infinite. Here 3 power n upon z power n plus 1 minus here 2 power n upon z power n plus 1. Now 1 upon z power n plus 1 is common. Then we have summation n goes from 0 to infinite 3 power n minus 2 power n into z power. In numerator we get minus n plus 1. And as we know, un is coefficient of z power minus n. So minus n, this n plus 1 we replace by n, then n dash, then we get summation n goes from, value of n is n dash minus 1 and value of n is n dash minus 1. So we get 3 power n dash minus 1 minus 2 power n dash minus 1 into z, n plus 1 is what? N dash, so we get z power minus n dash. And for n equal to 0 we get n dash is 1, and for n equal to infinite we get n dash is infinite. So n dash is 1 to infinite, and the coefficient of z power minus n is the un. So we get un is 3 power n minus 1 minus 2 power n minus 1 for n greater than equal to 1. So this is the required inverse z transform for the region of convergence mod z is greater than 3. So this is an important example. In next video we will take a few more examples on partial fraction method. So see you in next video. Thank you.